There's your baby. Oh my goodness. So I cannot believe it. I am officially pregnant. We have waited 5 years and honestly thought probably was not gonna happen. 10 weeks and 2 days. Can you tell? I feel like I'm so bloated, but it's morning time right now, and there's a huge difference to me, especially by evening time. And the same day, check it out. Just that night. I mean, is it just me? Or is it like totally obvious? I mean, seriously, come on. That's like, I mean, I'm just so bloated. That's just like from eating and stuff. It's crazy. In the morning, I don't look like it. At night, I do. It's harder to hide at night. I just want to share that I'm feeling good today. The last like 7 weeks have been like, ugh. Kind of like feeling like hangover. And although today I've had a couple like times where I felt like a little nauseous, I'm feeling good, like energized, kind of like motivated, excited to like get work done and get things done. I spent this whole weekend organizing, so I got rid of like the last Christmas stuff. You know, like we took down our tree like literally the day after Christmas because pine needles were everywhere. This tree, it was so embarrassing that there were no pine needles left after taking everything down, because every time you would like go by the tree, pine needles would fall. But I was like, you are not gonna put this out in front of our house. Just take it to the woods in the backyard, please, because I do not want anyone to see how bare this tree is. And it wasn't that bare the whole time we had it, but I don't know, it was like, it was downstairs and I think the vent was hitting it. And then live trees are like, if you're, there's like, I don't know, they're so finicky. Like you really gotta take good care of them. It was the first time we had it downstairs because of our kitchen being redone and like the upstairs being all messed up. But anyway, I just had like the wrapping, like Christmas wrapping stuff in my office. I cleared that out, got some other stuff cleared out, some things I needed to return, just like little things like that. And cleaned, got a lot of laundry done, you know, just did what I can. I'm feeling good on a Monday, ready to conquer it. And just wanted to share that because I have not been feeling great. And even though honestly, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, you know, whatever you think it is, even though I haven't been feeling great, I'm still every week working out, pretty much get exercise almost every day. If I'm not going to the gym, I'm just doing some light cardio on the elliptical or taking a walk or hike or whatever it is. Honestly, that really helps. Like, because if I'm not feeling great, just getting that movement and kind of like getting things moving along really helps. Plus it takes my mind off of not feeling well. The biggest difference with that though is like I usually like to, especially because I work out in the morning, I like to work out fasted, because if I do like too much cardio or too much anything, just and something in my stomach just like sits there. But like I'm hungry in the morning, so like I have to eat, either having like part of my smoothie or having some avocado toast or something like that. So I don't know, just wanted to share that I'm actually feeling good and energized. And I think I've only had one day in the last 7 weeks that I actually felt like energized and ready to go. Often, like after my workouts, I've had to like just lay on the couch and rest. So I just got out of yoga and it was a pretty emotional experience because this is the first time that I've done yoga since finding out I was pregnant. And I realized that the last time I was actually in a yoga class, I had a very emotional experience and like literally cried during yoga because I was frustrated with learning that I had Hashimoto's, learning that my body isn't doing what I want it to do, and just being frustrated with not being able to do some of the stuff there. It was a hard class and it's hot yoga. I mean, honestly, the fact that I would even go to hot yoga, I should be like patting myself on the back for anyway, because I never thought I'd be able to do that. Same thing with like the HIIT workouts that I do. So I definitely need to give myself more credit. But at the beginning of that class, so this has been like 3 months ago, a little longer than 3 months ago, Man, I wish I could remember what the date was. I could probably look it up on my schedule and see, because at the beginning of the class, she was like, let's set an intention. And we were like lying on our side. And it's like, let's set an intention for the class. Like, who do we want to like dedicate this class to? And I was just like, my baby. And I was like, that's kind of weird, Rebecca. Like, you're not even pregnant. It was either that like I was already pregnant, or like my body knew I was going to be, you know? And it was weird. And so I think too, like when I had that moment of like getting frustrated, I'm thinking about the infertility too, because that's part of Hashimoto's. And it's just like, just really having a moment and like literally cried, like tears coming down. It was hot yoga and like you're already sweating like freaking nuts crazy. And so no one knew, and I could like wipe everything off, but it was amazing that I was able to allow myself to even do that. Like, I've talked about this with my clients all the time on how important it is to truly honor your feelings. And sometimes you can't force yourself. Like, you can't just force yourself to cry about something, you know? You have to just like allow it to come out when it does. You have to allow yourself to actually feel. And in that moment, I'm like, I'm gonna feel frustration. Like, I went through a few weeks, quite a few weeks of just frustration after finding out I had Hashimoto's. And I just let myself feel that. I continued to let myself feel that. And even like a few years ago, actually probably not even a few years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, I finally came to terms with like my first delivery, you know, the Taylor. It did not go the way I wanted, and like I had trauma, birth trauma from that experience, and I had to really like allow myself to feel that too, and feel the unworthiness that comes with it when you can't deliver a child the way that you want. And even this time, like I don't know if it's going to go the way that I want, which is, you know, hopefully a VBAC. But at least I know like I will have the knowledge and try, you know, and be more of an advocate for myself. More on that later. But I just wanted to share this moment because I like shed a little tear at the beginning of the class when I realized that I'm pregnant now back in yoga. And what I was thinking is like, this like happening, doing yoga, because my goal is to get back into yoga twice a week. And I'm like, this would be such a great like bonding time for me and the baby, because, you know, I set intentions every single day with baby and like give him or her Reiki, and like have moments, but this would be like a great time to like really be so centered and focused on it. And that's what came to me, like, oh my God, it's just crazy. Another reminder to just honor your feelings. And I don't know, I'm going to talk about this in another video on how I think I actually got pregnant. It's kind of coincidental that I did so much work within 6 weeks to like lower my antibodies and heal part of my Hashimoto's. Like, was that enough to get my body back to a good balance? I don't know. I think everything happens exactly as it should and in its own time. And this doesn't mean that like if you can't get pregnant naturally, then like you shouldn't try or like, do any medical intervention, because if medical intervention is what like you're feeling in your heart, at least what you want to do, then like go for it. Like your thoughts and your feelings have to be in alignment with your action. For me, I didn't want to do that, and so I was just like open to the fact that maybe it's not going to happen. If it doesn't happen naturally, like then it's not meant to be, and that's fine. Like maybe we would adopt down the road, or maybe we'll just have one child, you know, because like I'm fortunate that at least I have Taylor. So just know that like I'm not trying to say that if it doesn't happen naturally, or like wait until it happens naturally for it to be the right time. Not at all. That's just for me. So anyway, thanks for checking out a little snippet of my first trimester. I am going to sit down and do a first trimester recap with all the things, how I found out I was pregnant after 5 years of trying, what my daughter thinks about it at 10 years old, also all the symptoms that I had and how this one is totally different from my first, and anything else that comes to mind. I really hope you join me on this journey for me to really create a diary of my pregnancy and all that's going on right now, because it's kind of crazy. That's why my hair is wet right now, because I just got out of the shower, and honestly I've just been so busy. I'm just a busy working mom, and I really want to be on YouTube more because I love interacting with you and sharing my story in case it can help someone else. And plus, it's just kind of like this video diary, and so it's kind of therapeutic, and I just love it. So I hope you stick around and follow me on this journey of, you know, an AMA, advanced maternal age pregnancy. Plus, I am expanding my business, and we are remodeling our home, which is actually almost done. Well, at least the like second part of it. We did the outside last year. We're doing the inside this year, and I'm going to share all that. We've got a lot of stuff recorded that I'm going to share with you. So I hope you stick around, and I hope you have an awesome day. And like I always say, good is good for yourself, because you are number one. Bye.